It's like an almost racist dad joke. Did you hear about the two Mexican firefighters, Jose and Jose B? Oh.
Sport Brothers. Welcome back to Sport Brothers. I'm here with my chemo sabi, my compadre, my homeboy, BK. How are you, BK?
Give me back my son. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's not really much to talk about in the NFL as it's the off season, and we kind of covered that last show. So today I thought we'd talk some NBA basketball. Playoff race is heating up. You've got, 7 games left in the season, and there's only some teams in my mind that even have a shot at the title. What do you think about this hot NBA playoff race at the moment, BK?
Well, I think all the teams suck. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of NBA, but I have been following a little bit the Lakers because they have LeBron at least. And I think they're one game away from the play-in tournament, so I think they'll get in. And I think they've got as good a shot as anybody. Why not? Who is the number one seed? Phoenix or somebody like that? Whatever. They're beatable. Well, LeBron's a bitch. Do you agree? I think he's a bitch. He had Pat Bev talk shit on him and do the little "you're too short," like right to his face. Just go fucking dunk on that little fuck. Like he's a little spider. You're 6'8", 270, and you won't even go talk shit to him. And you have Austin Reeves backing you up. Fucking scrub ass nobody white boy Austin Reeves is like talking shit to Pat Bev for you. Like just get some balls. But yeah, I say the Lakers have as good a shot as anybody. Basketball is really hard to watch.
Yeah, look, I don't really tune into regular season basketball. I'll catch a game here and there if I put a bet on it. But other than that, it's pretty boring. There's too many games. They need to shorten the season. Let's just get on with it. I think the Lakers have a really good shot because I think everyone's fucking garbage. And the top team is Denver. And they got Jokic and they got a few other guys. And they got the best record, but he's beatable. And they don't really scare anyone. I think Memphis is the second team. And they seem pretty good. If they weren't hurt, they would have beat the Warriors last year. That was just an anomaly. The Warriors are weak, and they got lucky, and then they got a broken Boston team, and that was just bullshit. So that, to me, that championship is as much as a bullshit championship as the bubble championship for the Lakers. It was just like, oh, so all the shit teams are left. What a joke, right? Crap. Fucking if the Bucks were healthy, they would have won it all because Chris Middleton was out, and then they lost to the Celtics, and it was just pathetic. So Celtics look good still this year, but they don't have their coach. So to me, in my mind, that's not going to work for them. But we're not even going east. Let's stick in the West. Lakers have Anthony Davis, who is hit and miss. They either call him all day or what is the other nickname they give him? Always something. He's brittle. He's always hurt. He's up and down. He's the Dak Prescott of the Lakers. One game he plays amazing. He'll give you 40 points and 20 rebounds. Next game he'll give you like 8 points, 8 rebounds. So I think it all depends on him. Yes, LeBron can be a bitch. I like him because he's on my team, but I've never been a huge LeBron fan until he beat the Warriors that year, and then that made me like him. But you're right. I would go right at Pat Bev. I would fly up in the air and put my knee straight into his chest or his face or wherever it meets in midair and just stomp him to the ground and jam right on his head and go. And then I would point at him and tell him he's too small. And I'd go like that. Like I wouldn't even hold my
I know. I'd
phone
be like, you're
that.
this small off the ground.
Exactly. So, yeah, he needs to be more aggressive. But I think the Lakers have a great shot. I think the Lakers will make it to the Western Conference Championship round against, I don't know who else will come out of there. But in my mind, I thought Dallas was going to be good, but they've fallen off. Lakers have moved into the play-in, but they're only a few games out of that 6th spot. So maybe if they can get up there. But at the end of the day, if they're the 8th spot or whatever's the last team and they got to play the Denver Nuggets in the first round, they can beat the Denver Nuggets. So it's not even a big deal where you end up seed-wise. I just think the Lakers have a great chance, and I'm hoping they win it. And if everybody is not healthy and there's no competition, why couldn't they win it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you and I got spoiled with how we came about basketball because it's kind of turned back into 70s crackball. So I guess it was really unpopular. We started watching it, what, Bird Magic? That's when I started watching it. Graduated to Jordan, graduated to Shaq and Kobe. And then that even got into when LeBron was beating Golden State. That was
Yeah.
fun to watch. I could watch that. What happens with LeBron leaves? LeBron, Durant, and Steph Curry are going to be gone pretty soon. And then what is the NBA? John Morant and Luca in his 40-year-old man body, and he's like 25. Maybe we're just getting too old. I mean, obviously the guys are really talented, but I don't feel like it's competitive. Like the players used to hate each other, and they used to murder each other, and they used to like talk shit. And that's the thing. That's one thing about Pat Beverly. At least he's not friends. Everyone else is a fucking friend with everybody else, and it's just like they're playing YMCA ball. They give a fuck who wins or loses. This is chucking around threes, chuck over here threes, all offense. Nobody ever crashes the boards. It's almost unwatchable, and it's pointless to watch anyways. The playoffs are basically everyone's in the playoffs except for the really shitty teams. So what's the point of even playing the regular season?
Yeah, look, I'm with you. Like everyone born after 1985 is soft. You always tell me. I think that's true. If I was playing in today, I would not be liked. I would be hated. I would be Bill Lambier. I would be not dirty, but I would hate everyone. I'm not fucking signing your jersey. Get the fuck out of here. I'm never exchanging jerseys with anyone. I don't like you. I want to beat you, and I want to win it all. And I don't care what you've got, and I don't ever want to be friends. So yeah, fuck all that like nice noise.
Right. I'm not Instagram friending.
Even the play-in is added even more teams that can make the playoffs, right? So you can play shit all year and get a lucky chance at the end and get your little lottery ticket, and you might be like 10th or 12th place or whatever the fuck it goes down to, and you could still make it. Like what a joke, especially how bad the top teams are. Anybody could beat Denver. Anybody could beat the Celtics. Like if you're hitting your threes and you shoot 40 to 50% from 3 point and you have a great game and everyone's just hitting them, you'll blow anyone off the court. I've never seen such dramatic point changes where even the other day the Bucks got beat by 41 points by the Celtics because I looked at the box score. First guy, Jason Tatum, Jason Turnover, whatever you call him, 8 for 10 from 3 point range. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. That's why. If a guy's hitting 8 from 10 of 3 pointers, I don't even need to look at the other guys. If they just hit a few, then the game's over. You're not going to win if a guy's that hot. And you can't touch him, and you can't foul him, you can't hand check him, you can't rough him up. If you push him too hard, you get a technical and get ejected. Like, it is soft as shit. That's what pisses me off about the NBA. I want tough, hard-nosed fouls, and I want that Pat Beverly spirit. I'm with you.
We'll go back into Russell Westbrook. I don't think he likes the guys either. So that's one thing I like about him. He is friends with them, but he doesn't give a fuck about anything. And he just goes out there, he plays how he wants to play. And he's going to have like 12 turnovers. He gives a fuck. He doesn't care about winning, though. That's the thing. I think he wants to win. I just don't think he wants to sacrifice anything to win. And because of that, I don't think the Clippers are going to go anywhere. I don't think they were going to go anywhere anyways. I think they should have kept Shea Gilgeous. I think Paul George was a horrible move. He was washed up when they got him, and they gave away like one of the best young players in the game for Paul George, who does playoff P, who that means like he sucks in the playoffs. And that's what he does every year. And fuck, Leonard's, what's his name? Kawhi, he's kind of washed up too a little bit. And that's the thing, everybody game loads because they know, like, what's the fucking point of the regular season? Wait for the fucking playoffs. Of course you're going to get in. Unless you're the
Absolutely.
shittiest team, you're going to get in. So you might as well game management or load
Russell
management, whatever the
Westbrook
fuck they call it.
is an NBA anomaly, isn't he? Like he can do all these things, but only when all the other stars are off the court and he can do whatever he wants. Otherwise, he's not good with other players. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing getting him on the team. But yeah, Kawhi's washed. Well, he's not washed, but he's not the same. You can see he doesn't have the explosiveness and he doesn't move as well. And he's not as good a defender, but the guy can still score. And Paul George is always hurt. Like he's brittle. Like he plays good, but then he always gets some sort of injury and is out for a while. Yeah,
AD.
he's like AD. I'm with you. Shea Gilgis Alexander, is that his name? I don't even know. He was awesome. He's still awesome. Like the only reason Oklahoma's in the playoff hunt is because of him, because he's amazing. I'd have never traded him either. He's fantastic, a young star, right? Yeah, look, the Clippers are washed. Everyone talks about the Clippers going to rise up and beat the Lakers and be the new LA team. Never going to happen. Never going to happen because
No.
they just have this Cleveland Browns tragedy to them where they just
Yeah.
they can't do it. And they picked up, I don't know why they picked up Russell Westbrook. Honestly, like, is he a stopgap till next year? I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but they got no shot. and they're just going to drop and drop in the standings, and they ain't even going to get out of the first round in my mind. But the cream of the crop is what? Memphis, Denver. I don't even know who's in third place, and then I think it's Clippers. So just a bunch of garbage. Like, it's anyone's game. I've never seen it so wide open. I've never seen the NBA so wide open. And
Yeah.
that was a great point you brought up earlier about the stars leaving. When they leave, who is going to be there? There ain't no more LeBrons coming in. There, what's his name from the Pelicans is always
What
hurt. He's always hurt.
the fuck's his
I don't
name?
know. I don't know what his
Zachariah.
name is. I can't
Yeah,
think of it. It escapes me.
yeah, I
And
forgot his name.
he's
He's
a
big. He's
chunk. He's
left-handed.
huge. Looks like,
Yeah, he
yeah, like
plays 4 games
Barkley.
a year, and he can jump out of the gym. That's what hurts him. He
Mm,
weighs 900 pounds, but he can jump
yeah.
and like touch the top of the
And then
backboard.
he comes down with all that weight. Zion,
Zion
that's
or
it.
something.
Zion Williamson. He was supposed to be the next big thing, right? He's always hurt. All these guys are hurt. No one wants to play 82 games. Shorten the season. Get on with it. Put more playoff games if you want, but don't make us watch more garbage regular season. I saw a great thing on. I heard a great suggestion. Why don't they shave the minutes down? Make it a 10-minute quarter. And then it would speed up the games, improve everything, and you don't have to lose any games. And then they'll be quicker, and we can get on with our lives and not have to watch this. Because I mean, a 2 minutes in the NBA could be half an hour watching them trying to finish out a game because it's just too long and too many timeouts and replays and bullshit. Like, get on with it. It's like baseball.
Which is a great segue into baseball.
Yes. Well, let's talk baseball then. I haven't watched baseball in like 20 years. You're the expert. Tell me about these new rules. What's going on in the baseball world?
I haven't really watched baseball since the Royals were in the World Series, which was like 8 years ago. And it is extremely boring. I think the ratings were plummeting so bad they had to do something. So I watched opening day yesterday. 15-second pitch clock. So the guy can't get on the mound, fucking dilly dally around, get the rosin bag, get on the rubber, blah, 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 look in there, shake him off now, blah, all that shit that takes forever. And you're just sitting there like, come on. So he gets on the mound and he throws it. And it's like, this I can handle. And the bases are bigger. So slides into second or slides into third, or the close plays will go to the runner. And you can only throw once, I think, over as a pickoff to first base. So there should be a lot more stolen bases. There should be. I guess they're trying to put that back in the game because nobody steals bases anymore. They used to do that all the time, but it used to be part of the game. But I guess they're tired of the games taking 4 hours and just sitting around and guys cranking long balls every 45 minutes because it's boring as fuck. So I think it is going to be better though. I think it will improve ratings.
Hopefully, that sounds good. I mean, I know a lot of people don't watch because it's boring. Same with the other sports like cricket and various things. It's just too slow, and it's not a great spectator sport. I think that the pitch clock's a good idea. I know it'd be hard though as a pitcher. I used to pitch in high school to like get going that quick and call the play and get your catcher on the same page and get it all going in 15 seconds. That's pretty quick. So I'm sure they make some mistakes and things happen then. Bigger bases, well, that's going to improve
Which should help
steals,
offense.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be more steals, right? Ricky Henderson might not hold it forever if they keep
Right.
these rules in place. And then what'd you say? The
Yeah.
bigger bases, faster pitch clock, and you can only pick off one time.
And one
So if you
pickoff.
throw it over, you can't do it
I
again.
believe that's
So
right. Yeah. You can only
what a
throw it.
fucking advantage for the
Right.
runner.
So they'll know.
As soon as you've
Yeah.
thrown it,
But I think you can
you
step
you bait
off. I don't
him,
know.
bait him
I
into a
don't, yeah.
pickoff,
Yeah.
dive in, and then the next
Mm.
play, you can take a huge lead and take off and go for the steal. Insane.
Yeah. And you can look at the pitch clock and
Yeah.
he's going to
He's
throw
got
it. And you're like,
two
well, he's
seconds.
got
He's going
five
to throw
seconds.
it, and
I'm
then you
just
just
going.
take off, and you
Yeah.
easily get
I
a
know.
steal. That's crazy. Well, I'll have to tune in then. I haven't watched baseball in years, but if they change the rules, maybe there's something to it. But again, 162 games. That's a long ass season. I'll probably tune in later to the playoffs, if at all, and only if my teams are there. And my teams are usually garbage, so I probably won't watch baseball. But I like the rule changes.
If you're a Royals fan, you're basically watching a AAA team. So that's why I don't watch baseball, because I used to like them back in the 90s when they actually had an okay team. Now they have, I don't even know, guys that are, they're basically AAA baseball players. And if they're good, they leave immediately. So, uh, but yeah. So that's all I got. I've got one more thing, if you want me to tell, which is not sports related. How did they make Mrs. Doubtfire? How did that become a movie? So let me pitch this to you. Mary Poppins with Robin Williams and drag. And that's how they pitched it without the music. So A, how did that become a movie? And B, how did it make money?
I
You have
have
to
no
think.
idea how it made money.
It was just
No
on
idea.
that had
I still have not seriously watched it. I've not watched it
it
all
made
the
a
way
lot
through.
of
I've
money.
seen bits
And
and pieces. I've tuned in.
uh,
I've caught hilarious moments. I remember some of the clips, but I could not sit down and watch the whole thing. I'm not a
right.
big Robin Williams fan, but maybe they hadn't had Adam Sandler movies to wear him down yet, so
Yeah,
they
it's
felt like
brutal.
that was a fresh idea. I don't really know, but it's something that can never be answered.
I know.
All we can do is hope that it never gets redone like they like to redo movies
Right.
in Hollywood. Please don't remake
Yeah,
Mrs.
no.
Doubtfire.
Wayne's World 3 is coming
Mrs.
out.
Doubtfire
And
2,
yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. And we'll make her dance, break dance as well.
Please.
Hilarious. Well, on that note, run out of time. But it was good to talk to you, BK. It was great talking sports. And you know how it goes. Until next time, Sport Brothers out.